And we are recording. Welcome everyone to the is August 13th. This is the first launch with Launch Academy. And we're going to start this session with a recording of announcements. And actually, you're watching this recording right now. So let me start by introducing ourselves. My name is Jesus Ulloa. I am your school principal. And with us, we have Mr. Brickley. Who are you and what you do for Launch Academy?
My name is Mark Brickley. I am the year two assistant principal here at Launch Virtual Academy. Very excited to get started with this year. We have a lot of exciting things planned.
Excellent. We're not going to introduce Mix Harris or Miss Lepalmer because they're part of the conversation, but let's ask Miss Salima uh, to introduce yourself. Who are you, Salima, and what do you do for Launch Academy?
My name is Salima Namu. I'm in the 12th grade. I'm a student. I don't work, but I try and help as the ASB president and the student council president.
Yes, you are our ASB president. So that's who we are. And as you can see, this is the agenda we're going to cover today with the announcements. We're going to talk about new staff members, not really new, but new in some roles. We're going to talk about the school communication, how we communicate with students and parents on a weekly basis. We're going to talk about first quarter information and then general information. There's a lot of different things happening. And then fall sports. We want our students to be out and about, especially when it comes down to athletics. And we will close with information from our ASB office, and then we stop the recording for to engage with the students and parents that are connected live online with us at this time. So with that, let's introduce our new staff members. They're not new. Hello. I'm not new, but I'm here. So let's start with Mix Harris. Who are you and what is your new role at our school, Mix Harris?
My name is Maria Teresa Harris, and I have been attendance coordinator since January of this year. I am a social science history teacher as well.
And rumor says, Mix Harris, that you're going to be knocking on doors if students don't engage in their online classes.
Yes, sir. Starting
Eh,
tomorrow, we're going to go make sure everybody's okay.
right on. Thank you, Mix
You,
Harris. It's a
mm,
pleasure working with you, and so we're so happy that you are collaborating. And I know we have big plans for from the attendance office. So thank you. With us, we also have Monica Lepammer. Ms. Lepammer, who are you and what do you do at Launch Academy?
Yes, good morning, everyone. My name is Monica Lepammer. I am the IASB advisor at Launch Virtual Academy. It is a pleasure to work with you. I had been in the school since we are school open, so it is very exciting to see moving us to the future and do very exciting things with our students and our activities. I support the school with the ASB, and I'm honored to work within a group of very motivated group of young people who work to make our school the amazing place that it is. And having the honor to work with Salima, who is our ASB president. And we always to conduct exciting activities that will uh, uh, always help you and guide you to be in the best spirit in the school. I'm also a mathematics teacher, independent study teacher, and then a different roles here at the school. Welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Lepammer. So that was a pretty brief introduction. So we are very blessed to have you part of our team, and I know this year our ASB is going to be in great hands. Now let's talk about how we communicate as a school. You probably know this is week 4 of the school year that we send one message only, and that message comes through different ways: through email, through Launch Connect, and we're going to have a session about explain what Launch Connect is in the near future, and also through a text message. And we call this a Skyrocket. So the Skyrocket newsletter is the one source of information on a weekly basis that we send to all the students and parents on Monday morning. For all of you to know what's going on. And if you have to just pay attention to one section of the Skyrocket newsletter, I will emphasize looking at the week at a glance. So you can see the tutoring times, the links for the tutoring sessions, space of information. So everything that's happening, and every time we do something special in that week, you're going to see that in week at a glance. So that is the one main source of communication, and that's important to know. And where are you going to find this? Well, we're going to send you emails and messages, but if you need to find it, you can find this in our main school website. The address of our website is the name of our school, launchvirtualacademy.org. If you go to Student Life, right there at the bottom in the corner, Skyrocket newsletter. So that's how we communicate with you. And we try to be concise, brief, brave, and provide all the information that you need in that one communication. So, however, you might get additional information as we move along. But now let's talk about quarter one, Mr. Brickley. So, what do we know about quarter one or first quarter of the school year?
That we're in it. No, we
Yes.
also know that we have grades coming up. Actually, today is a very important day because teachers are submitting their grades today, and then they'll be officially posted to Infinite Campus on Friday, August 15th. Okay, so that's progress report 1 for our school. Then we also have another important date, which is September 5th. That's actually a district progress report. So athletic eligibility will be determined then for athletes going forward. Current athletes are operating under the eligibility based on the final grades from last year. All right, and then the date for those grades is September 3rd. And then final quarter one grade. So the quarter one will be ending on September 19th, and the grades are being posted on September 17th. Okay, and then the end of quarter celebration to kind of celebrate the final grades being put in will be on Thursday, September 18th, and that will last from 1 to 2:30 p.m. Here at Mission Control, which is the 1355 2nd Avenue address. Now, remember, if your student doesn't finish in September, they do have the fall break for completion, but we do prefer when our students finish in September by the 17th.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Brickley. And if you are joining our session right now, we are recording this part of the with announcements. And as soon as we're done with the recording, we're going to engage with you. Thank you for being live online with us. So that's the information that we have for quarter one. But now let's talk about general information. There's so much information that we want to share with you on different things that having one slide for each, it was going to be a lot of clicking. So let's talk about this. The first thing, Mr. Brickley, how are we doing with the device exchange and school IDs that we did for 2 weeks?
We're doing really, really well. A significant number of students came in for the device exchange and to get their school ID for this school year, right? So that's actually very important. It's not just getting an updated device; it's about getting that student ID so that you can participate in certain things and have that available. All right. So we are actually going to be doing makeup days, and those dates are going to be from August 19th to August 22nd, specifically from between the hours of 1 and 2 p.m. So we're doing 30-minute window. So you can sign up for the 1 to 1:30 window, the 1:30 to 2, the 1 to 1:30, or the 1:30 to 2, the 2 to 2:30, the 2:30 to 3. Okay, so it goes from 1 to 3 p.m. From August 19th to August 22nd. And there you will again be able to exchange your device, take your school ID photo. And if your student is in any of the Southwestern College classes that we are offering, that is where they'll be getting their textbook. Okay, so we're going to be doing a brief textbook distribution during that time as well.
Thank you, Mr. Brickley. And we are doing the device exchange because the previous computers that our students have had have reached their life of service limit. So there's no service and support for those computers. So that's why we need to exchange them. Plus, I like the new computers. The screen is bigger, touchscreen. They have a HDMI port. I have all these bells and whistles that I talk to the students about, Mr. Brickley, and they're like, oh, but we can connect wirelessly to the TV of my house. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm still using wires. But that's what we do. And now let me give you an update on hotspots. The district is revising the process for students to request hotspots as we speak. There was something in place, but they are revising it again because now it's going to be based on the application process for students that qualify, and those are being revised. So as soon as we know more information, you're going to find that in our Skyrocket newsletter. But what about accessing videos in Canvas? So what we know so far is that Google has changed their policy when it comes down to privacy. And one of the things that we care the most is the privacy of our students in a digital environment. We found a workaround has the district IT office and us collaborate in finding a way to make sure that all of this is working within Canvas. So in the meantime, we share how this is possible. We've been talking to our teachers to demonstrate with the students, and we appreciate your patience how we resolve this. But just know that it's not us as a school, it's not the district as the organization, but it's something that is happening because Google changed their privacy settings. And privacy is important for us when it comes down to student information. But now let's jump to the universal benefits application. What is that, Mr. Brickley?
So it's actually a new form that we are doing this year. So if you remember last year around this time, we were asking for families to fill out the alternative household income form. So the alternative household income form is going away, and what is replacing it is the universal benefits application. One of the benefits of the universal benefits application is that we are actually, one of the differences is that with the universal benefits application, we're actually going to be collecting this every single year. Okay, so with the alternative household income, they would qualify, and if they didn't qualify, it was going to be 4 years before they could get reassessed. Okay. Another advantage of the universal benefits application is that you can submit one benefits application per household, whereas before, so if any student in Sweetwater. So if you do have a student in like Chula Vista Elementary School District, they would be using a different form. But for Sweetwater, you can do one submission per household, and you can account for all of your students in the one application. Where with the alternative household income form, you had to submit a unique application for each student. Okay. Now, the other thing is that we also are offering Sunbucks with the universal benefits application. So if your family does qualify, they could earn up to $120 or $40 per month for the months of summer. But the deadline to qualify for that money is to have the form submitted and documented by September 1st. So we need to make sure we move on this very quickly. Now, the good news is that this week, and a little bit into next week, the district is doing a universal benefits application drive. So all of our families are receiving a daily email, and they will continue to receive a daily email for up to 1 week until they submit this form. All they need to do is submit this form digitally through the email that they will be receiving from the district. And they will be able to, and then those emails will stop, right? So sometimes we send out daily emails, and they'll fill out the form to attend our event, and then they still get these emails. This is not that kind of an email. What will happen is you'll be getting daily reminders to fill out this application. Once you filled out the application, the daily reminders will stop. Okay. And you should be filling this out regardless of what your needs are, because you never know what you may or may not qualify for. Okay. So that's what the universal benefits application is. It's about identifying need and providing additional financial support to those that do need it. And also we get important funding sources from here as well. So please take a moment to fill this out. You will be receiving daily emails from the district until you do so, or after 1 week. So, but you'll also be receiving emails from me reminding you about doing that as well.
Thank you, Mr. Brickley. And we're going to have that information also in where, Shalima?
Skyrocket newsletter, and
Mr.
also
Brickley.
in email.
Okay, yes, Skyrocket newsletter. Now, we have several ways for students and parents to engage in and help us make this school a better place. And one of those ways is be a participant of school committees. So what committees do we have, Mr. Brickley, that we need support?
So also on our Skyrocket newsletter, we have a variety of student and parent committees. Okay, so open right now to students is we are running elections right now for our school site council. Okay, we actually have one student spot open on our school site council that we need an election for. And then we also have a spot for a student on our safety committee. All right, we are looking for one student for school site council and one student for safety. All right, and then in terms of our parent committees, or actually, why don't I take a second to explain what school site council is? That might actually be beneficial. So the school site council is a group of students, staff, and parents who essentially make important decisions about how we are allocating our money, and also making sure that we are prioritizing the goals as determined by various organizations such as the district, and also documents like the SIPSA, which is the Site Plan for Student Achievement. So making sure that the goals that we set out, which School Site Council gives feedback on, are being followed through the financial decisions that we are making as a school site, as approved by the School Site Council. So it's kind of like a big circle of checks and balances, making sure that we are essentially putting our money where our mouth is, right? You're going to be in those meetings to help determine those decisions that we are making as a school. And then for safety, we are looking for pretty much everything safety, right? We are looking at not only the physical safety of the staff and students that come to our locations, but also the online safety of our staff and students as well. And essentially creating systems of support to make sure that students are safe when they are at Launch Virtual Academy. Now, for parents, we also have we have 2 open positions for parents on school site council as well, again, doing that same role, but as a parent. And we also have 1 open position on our safety committee. In addition to those committees I've already discussed, we also have DPAC, DLAC, and ELAC, and I'll explain what those are right now. So DPAC is the District Parent Advisory Committee. So basically you are representing our school as a parent in district meetings. That is an elected position. We are looking for at least 1, but we need to have 1 parental representative and then preferably 2 alternates. So we can have up to 3 in those positions. And then for DLAC, it's the same thing. DLAC is the District English Learner Advisory Committee, except that one of the parents at DLAC needs to be elected from ELAC, which is the English Learner Advisory Committee that we run here at our school. So the English Learner Advisory Committee, again, is a school level group focused on members from the community, parents, and staff, essentially how to improve communication, instruction, and resources that are being dedicated to our English learning population of students on our campus. And then if they get nominated to DLAC, they'll be doing a similar role of representing our school and what we are doing at the district level meetings. Okay, and so we are looking for at least 1 representative to DPAC with the availability of 2 alternates, which would be very nice. As well as at least 1 representative for DLAC with 2 alternates. And we also need, 3 parents on our English Learner Advisory Committee at least. So we need at least 3 members for our ELAC as well.
Thank you, Mr. Brickley. I know that we need the engagement of our parents and we need the engagement of our students because we need their voice to help us make this place to create a better educational experience for our students. But then, last but not least, I'm hearing rumors, Mr. Brickley, that you are part of a district committee that is bringing an eSport event, which is chess, to the district. So
that is correct. Yeah. So this has actually been a little pet project of ours. Back when I was a teacher in the classroom, I was organizing and running chess tournaments at many different schools I worked at, right? And so in coordination between Launch Virtual Academy and the STEAM office within our district, we are putting on what is called the, I don't know if it's, the Rook and Roll. That's what it is. It's the Rook and Roll chess tournament.
Yes.
Sorry. I was about to say rock and roll. I'm like, wait, where's the chess part? So it's the Rook and Roll chess tournament where we are blending live music and chess. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have it. It's a Swiss format blitz chess tournament, which means it's going to be 5-minute controls with a 3-minute increment. So every single time you take a turn, you get a 3-second increment. So you have 5 minutes with an additional 3 seconds after every move, but it does put a time limit on there. And it does qualify as blitz. So matches should go a little bit quicker. It will be a Swiss tournament, which means that nobody gets eliminated until we move into a playoff bracket. So everyone is guaranteed at least 6 or so matches. And we're looking for 64 high school players, okay? From the 64-player field, we will eliminate down to 16 when we go into playoffs. So everybody plays until we move into playoffs, where the top 16 will advance into a single elimination tournament. So 1 loss or one win and you move on. In between the Swiss tournament and the single elimination playoffs will be lunch. And during lunch, we'll have at least 2 or 3 bands, which are student bands from across the district performing, okay? At this as well.
I can see and hear that you are pretty passionate about this, but let me ask this question to you, Mr. Brickley. Where is this information going to be posted?
Skyrocket newsletter. And
there you go. There you go.
Sending it out in email as well. But the date is September 6th. It is going to be in the Eastlake High School theater, in East Lake High School Theater, and I believe the hour, and more information to come, but I believe it's going to be running from 8 till about 3 p.m. So 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. because it is an all-day event. It's a big event. When you have 64 people coming together, it's going to take some time to get through groups.
So
Okay, but it's going to be a really awesome event.
Right, Mr. Brickley? We need to find
We
our team.
do. Unfortunately, Dr. Rio, you and I can't represent our school. It needs to be our high school. Now, Salima, you're it. Congratulations. No, I'm just kidding. Any high schooler that is at our school can participate.
And with that, let me take you to the next piece of the announcements. Mr. Brickley, did you play sports when you were in high school?
I did, yeah, I did.
Yeah, what
both on
sports?
campus and outside of campus too.
On campus, what sports did you participate
I
in?
was swim. I was on the swim team.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Guess mine. Guess my sport.
ACE programming.
Well, let me tell you a secret. When it comes down to fall sports, there's one sport that they will take you in. There's tryouts, there's selection process, but the only thing you need is
Cross country?
put shorts and tennis on and let's go. So yes, this is the season for boys and girls cross country. So we want our students to, if you are part of the Sweetwater family, if you live close to a Sweetwater school and that school is called your school of residency, as we are your home school, you can be part of fall sports, and we want you to get involved, to get engaged. So go, try out, and be part of the experience of becoming a student athlete. And we want to see our students being involved in that experience. So the details of this are posted where, Salima?
Always in the Skyrocket newsletter.
Exactly. Thank you, Salima, for sharing that information, because now it's you. So we have ASB information from Salima, our ASB president, and we're so happy that you are here with us. So Salima, what can you tell us about the ASB?
Well, for one, I can say that we got an amazing new group of students, and there are so many new ideas that we can see happening in our live sessions. So keep that in mind. There are going to be new events and new activities happening. First off, to start with school clubs, it's pretty much any new club that's being made or any previous club that's been here for a little while. They're turning in their official club charters that makes it real and established to the district, makes it valid and registered. So just make sure that you're turning that in on time, that you're getting in contact with the ASB advisor and making it happen as soon as possible, preferably. The activities, in person or virtual, what's going on? We've already had a Spirit Week happen, and it went pretty well. The teachers were talking about it a lot, which was very nice. And we plan to have another Spirit Week, potentially. It might be around kindness, maybe. What's next is our end of quarter celebration. Always happens every quarter at the end for all students to come and join us. This one is going to be particularly different because it's going to have water activities. It's going to be a luau party. This one is going to be Thursday, September 18th from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. And this is what the flyer is looking like so far.
Beautiful.
It's going to be everywhere soon enough, so yep.
And by the way, our principal didn't know about the water activities yet, but I say yes to the kids, Dr. Yo.
Beautiful. I'm glad that, if the principal is not around, this school is not going to go sideways, because I know we have a strong group of support. So now let's talk about, Salima, about this. What is this thing, looking for Launch TV hosts? What is that?
So this is actually a super exciting opportunity for anybody who's interested in film and media and putting themselves out there, maybe who wants to test their comfort level. We host Launch TV almost every week, and it's a pretty fun experience. You get to look into editing, you get to look into like how you can record yourself, how you can like get accustomed to it. And we need a new Launch TV host for our newsletter every week that you can introduce the members who are talking about specific subjects, and you get to be in the lead, and you are the head face, first runner up every time. It'll be actually very fun. It'll be new. You have to have some bravery for it, so just go for it. If you're interested, message Mr. Vertikin. it'll be worth it. Trust me, it'll be actually really cool, and your face will be known. Trust me.
And rumor says that we have an infinity wall, nothing to do with infinity rings, right? But it's a green screen that it has like a loop or something.
We do have that. We have a huge green screen that you can go into in person, and if you're the Launch TV host, you'll have full-on access to that. Anytime you want, you can go in person and use it. Yeah, you could do this position anywhere though, so if you can't go in person, you can still do it. This is a position for absolutely anyone.
Excellent. Well, thank you. And the last piece that I see on this list is Salima, field trips. So what are we talking about in the ASB when it comes down to field trips?
We have one coming up in our mind, and it's a potential grad night. But for seniors, you have to fill out a form before August 22nd. That's the deadline. And depending on the answers is whether we'll have a field trip to grad night or not. So make sure to get on it and check out the Skyrocket newsletter for that. More information is going to start coming out. And that's about it. We're looking at new Spirit shirts. So, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent, Salima. Well, thank you for sharing news from the ASB. And we are so happy that you are leading the charge with all the students being part of the ASB. What if we have new students coming in? Can they still be part of the ASB, and how that happens?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, we need more members. We want all the members we can get. We want all of you guys, all your unique personalities, your unique new ideas. It's open for any grade, 7th through 12th. Anybody who's interested, just message Ms. Palmer, our ASB advisor, see if you can qualify, like if you have the space in your class schedule to, what position you'd be interested in. Seriously, like if you love the spirit of our school, the heart of our school, taking on teamwork, being in contact with others, and helping set up in events, and like helping lead, just be a leader, be in our club. It is so fun. I don't regret it for a second. Message Miss Palmer. Seriously.
Thank you, Salima. So that concludes the announcements that we have for you today. I'm going to stop the recording, and we're going to engage with a live conversation of the parents and students that are connected today with us. So thank you for watching the first launch with Launch Academy. Today is, maybe it was if you're watching it after today, August 13, and this is Progress Report Week. And now I'm hitting the stop the recording button. Thank you, everyone.